This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for March 12, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, man murdered in Clarendon. The Clarendon police are investigating the death of a man whose body was found in his on Saturday. The deceased has been identified as 59-year-old Roy Goldburn of Capture Land in his. Reports from the Exeter police are that residents reportedly heard explosions about 8:30 p.m. on Friday. However, the police were not summoned. About 7:30 a.m. on Saturday, a resident stumbled upon Goldburn's body and alerted the police. On their arrival, Goldburn was found in bushes with multiple gunshot wounds to the upper body. He was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Investigations are ongoing. 19 people have been killed in Clarendon up to March 5. This is a 137.5% increase in murders when compared to 8 homicides over the 2022 corresponding period. Unknown gringo was under police scrutiny for alleged lottery scam involvement, says cop. A senior cop assigned to the Trelawny Police Division has revealed that dancehall artist Unknown Gringo, who was shot and killed by unknown assailants in Rock Trelawny on Friday morning, was under scrutiny for his alleged engagement in lotto scamming. The senior cop was, however, quick to point out that the motive behind the entertainer's killing is yet to be determined. He has been the subject of a number of operations by the Trelawny police for his alleged engagement in lottery scamming, the cop told the news. The deceased, given name Francis Morris, 39, who last lived at Retreat Heights in Trelawny, recently relocated from the flanker community in the neighboring St. James Parish, the police disclosed. According to a police source, the dancehall artist was driving a Toyota Crown motorcar on the Rock Main Road when he was pounced upon and peppered with gunshots by men on board another vehicle that drove up. The artist allegedly lost the control of the vehicle, which flipped several times before coming to a stop. The gunslingers then reportedly alighted from their vehicle and pumped several more bullets into the body of the artist before speeding away in their waiting vehicle. Unknown Gringo is known for songs such as Money Factory, Careful, Struggles, My Life, among others. The entertainer became the second murder victim in the Trelawny Police Division since the start of the year. Portmore home of dancehall entertainer Kip Rich robbed. The police in Portmore, St. Catherine are probing a robbery at the home of dancehall artist Kip Rich. They indicated that the entertainer, whose given name is Marlon Plunkett, reported that the thieves stole jewelry and thousands of United States and Canadian dollars. The incident happened on Saturday morning. It is reported that the thieves gained entry into the entertainer's house by forcing open a kitchen window. March 31 deadline to register for May voters list. The deadline to register for the next voters list is Friday, March 31. This list is scheduled to be published on May 31. Persons who wish to have their names added to the voters list must apply in person at any of the Electoral Office of Jamaica Constituency Office. Individuals who register after March 31 and before September 30 this year will be added to the November 30, 2023 list. Voter identification cards for persons who are added to the May 2023 list will be distributed in mid-June. Construction worker shot dead in Annotto Bay. A 22-year-old man was gunned down in the Annotto community in Annotto Bay, St. Mary. The deceased has been identified as Odin Martin, a construction worker of Annotto. Information reaching the news is that about 10:10 p.m. on Saturday, Martin was sitting outside a shop after it had closed using the Wi-Fi. According to residents, several shots were then heard. Martin's body was later found with gunshot wounds. His death comes less than a week after his mother's grocery shop was burnt down and a month after the hardware store where he was working was also torched. The Annotto Bay police are investigating. Clarke murder case to examine soldiers' immunity certificates. The Keith Clarke murder case has been pushed back to March 23 for trial. In court on Friday, it was decided to allow Director of Public Prosecutions Paula Llewellyn time to present a letter signed by former National Security Minister Peter Bunting, which purports to authenticate certificates of immunity granted to the 3 soldiers accused of killing the former accountant. Corporal Adele Buckley, Lance Corporal Greg Tinglin, and the Private Arnold Henry was arrested and charged with murder after Clarke was shot more than 20 times inside his Kirkland Heights home in St. Andrew during a 2010 military operation. At the time Clarke was killed, a state of public emergency was in effect. A recent ruling of the Court of Appeal deemed the matter fit to proceed to trial, but before trial, a hearing must be conducted to allow the DPP to bring evidence in an attempt to rebut the certificates of good faith issued to the accused by the former minister. Justice Vinette Graham Allen, who is presiding over the matter, said the Court of Appeal likened it to a voir dire, and we all know what happens in a voir dire. Something is contested, evidence is called, cross-examination is done, and a ruling given. A voir dire is a preliminary examination of a witness or the jury pool by a judge or counsel. Attorney at law Linton Gordon, who is representing Henry, said there was another aspect of the case which was very important and worth highlighting. Gordon said that states of public emergency have provision for certificates to be issued. It has been an ongoing practice in Jamaica. It is good that the court now is going to determine it. We expect that this will set the precedent that will guide us going forward. Justice Graham Allen said she recognized that the case is of greater public importance for Jamaicans and that the court has been very careful in how it develops jurisprudence. The DPP responded by saying she is bound to manage the factors of public interest. At the end of the day, we have to deal with the fact that the deceased, whose family is here, got 21 shots to the back. In the interest of justice, there has to be a balance. KC Val Renita Robertson, who is representing Tinglin, sought to remind the DPP that members of the Jamaica Defense Force were also shot in the 2010 incident. The DPP quipped back, telling Nita Robertson that the focus of the matter is Keith Clarke. Justice Graham Allen highlighted that the court's role is to balance the scales of justice, unless I don't understand the role of the judiciary. I have never in my time seen something like this before. It is incumbent on us to set out the procedure to get to trial. We have jurisprudence in our country. This is a great opportunity to set out the law and the process. Guidance is provided by the Blackstone's Criminal Practice 2023. Vendors in Mandeville Market seen reduction in ackee sales since Health Department's warning. Vendors in the Mandeville Market say they have been seeing a reduction in the sale of ackees since it was disclosed last week that there has been 5 cases of ackee poisoning in the parish in February, resulting in 1 death. The Manchester Health Department, in its release to the public on the matter, urged caution in the preparation and the consumption of ackees. A vendor who asked not to be identified says the ackees that resulted in the death of a man were not bought in the market. She says demand for the fruit has dropped significantly since the March 2 announcement and is appealing for Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, to intervene. There is no ban on the sale or consumption of ackee in Jamaica. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.